We've had confirmation of the upcoming Pocophone F2 and I'll be sharing all the details right after this. If you're new here and want to stay up to date with the latest tech, please hit subscribe followed by the bell. So we continue to receive news saying that the Pocophone F2 is coming and then it looks like it's not. A new tweet from the Pocophone global head, however, points to the fact that it is coming next year. The Pocophone was an incredibly successful device thanks to its flagship hardware, but with many compromises that made it the cheapest device with the latest system on chip. While many have been disappointed with no mention of the Pocophone F2, that's now changed and we should see the Pocophone F2 at some time in 2020. The Pocophone global head tweeted, "You will hear more from Poco in 2020, however this tweet has now been taken down." While this could mean that it was incorrect, it more than likely means he wasn't supposed to tweet this, or it's to drum up some interest in the Pocophone F2. A new Xiaomi device previously received approval from the 3C Authority of China. While the identity wasn't known, it's thought that this could be the much awaited Pocophone F2. The listing also revealed that the Pocophone F2 would be 4G only. Previously, popular smartphone maker Spigen also listed a rugged armor case for the Pocophone F2 on their official website. The renders used, however, were that of the Redmi K20 Pro, meaning we could see a device the same in specs but rebranded as the Pocophone F2 as initially thought. We also had a couple of hints from Xiaomi to let us know that the device is coming. First of all, we had a tweet from the general manager of Poco India that states a few of the achievements from Xiaomi, followed by the question, when is the Poco F2 coming? Well, it doesn't confirm too much on its own. With everything else, it's a clear hint that they will be releasing something. We also had an image at a planning meeting for Xiaomi, and directly behind both the execs we can see a whiteboard of product launches. If we zoom into the board, we can see F2 written under the last quarter, so we did think it was a November launch. It could be that for whatever reason this has now been delayed to the start of 2020. Now of course they're not solid leaks, but at least it will bring plenty of hope for those who have been holding out for the latest Pocophone F2. The previous Pocophone was launched in August at an incredibly cheap price of $286, so hopefully we get something similar this time round. When it comes to specs and design, most people are speculating that we're going to see something similar to the K20 Pro, but rebranded as the Pocophone F2. When it comes to the design, we're expecting a full screen display thanks to a pop-out selfie camera. The display is reportedly measuring in at 6.39 inches, and it's likely going to be an IPS LCD at a resolution of 2340 by 1080, and this will be to keep the cost down. It's reportedly going to have an in-display fingerprint scanner and be protected by Gorilla Glass 5. The pop-out selfie camera is rumoured to contain a 20 megapixel sensor with an aperture of f2.2. When it comes to the rear, we're reportedly getting a triple camera setup on the Pocophone F2. This is going to consist of a 48 megapixel wide-angle lens with an aperture of f4.8. It's going to be accompanied by an 8 megapixel telephoto with an aperture of f2.4 and 2x optical zoom, and finally a 13 megapixel ultra-wide with an aperture of f2.4, and we of course get dual LED flash, HDR and panorama shots with 4K video. It's expected to be powered by the latest Snapdragon 855 Plus, although there's no confirmations on this just yet, so it could also be the standard 855. We're expecting 6 and 8GB RAM variants with 64, 128 or 256 storage. It's reportedly going to contain a 4000 mAh battery with 27 watt fast charging, and it's of course going to be running Android 10 in the form of MIUI, and rumours are that it will keep the 3.5mm headphone jack. When it comes to pricing, the Poco F2 is expected to launch at a price of around $320, so a little bit higher than its predecessor, but still considerably cheaper than all of the 855 devices on the market. Overall, it's looking to be another great device, and of course, while it doesn't have high-spec everything, it still packs the latest generation system on chip, making it a great budget device for gamers or people who just want a capable phone. Of course, these are leaks and rumours, and we haven't had anything solid from Xiaomi yet, but as soon as any more information comes to light, I'll be sharing with you guys straight away. While we don't have any details on the launch date, if it's coming in 2020 and it's going to be powered by the 855 or the 855 Plus, I expect it to be early on in the year, otherwise the chipset will be a lot more outdated as many phones will be featuring the Snapdragon 865. As always though, I'd like to know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think of the Poco F2? Who out there is waiting to get one, and do you think the phone will actually be coming? Well, thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, smash a thumbs up. If you didn't, hit the thumbs down twice, and I'll see you guys in the next one.